Yeah, there it is. Put it up 2 times. Now take it down for the final last time.
The batting cage frame was erected in Yarnell, Arizona first, and got all the pipe from miners and well drillers, and they gave the pipe to me and put it together. Worked out pretty good.
This is going to be rough mentally taking this down. That's the way it is.
Here is the old batting cage net, and it was a good net. Used it for 15 years in Yarnell, Arizona, and in Sholo. It was really cool. I could design it pretty well where I could drop it in case it snowed. And this is really cool. I decided I almost sold it, but I decided to give it to my nephew. And boy, that was funny when we tried to put this net in the trunk of his car. It was unreal. So anyway, that's the old net. Well, taking down all the pipe wasn't easy. It was pretty difficult. And finally got all the pieces down, and soon I got the last piece down. Jan says, my wife says, "Now what are you going to do with all that old pipe?" And, I really didn't think about it that much. So I told her I'll think about it, but I don't want to give it away. I didn't want to go to the junkyard, go give it to the junkyard. Because, it's, in a way, it's kind of sentimental. But I'm glad I kept the pipe, which you will see, and I did something with it. And it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. So, just amazing what you can do with old pipe. I had to be nuts to do it, but did it. Glad I did. And thanks to the miners and well drillers in Yarnell, and then my dad's mine in Morristown, Arizona. It was pretty cool that I had a welder and chop saw. Guy in Yarnell let me borrow his chop saw to cut the pipe, and some guy let me borrow his welder to do it. There's old home plate. Can't remember where I got it at, but man, a lot of pitches over that home plate over the years. Surprised a lot of kids didn't come around and want to take batting practice. I don't know. It's just one of those things. But practice. You see the L screen there. But here is the pitching rubber. Gorilla Glue is good. Cementing gluing the rubber to the piece of wood board, and it holds it pretty good. So anyway, that's the pipe.
Got it all down. I'm doggone. That cement was a bear getting out. That's it. Unreal.
Well, as it turned out, I decided to build some type of canopy out of the old pipe. And it worked pretty good. I mean, it's pipe. It's going to last forever. So I built this canopy out of this pipe. And it took some time, but it worked out really nice. So anyway, still got the pipe from the batting cage, and I was pretty well pleased. Kept the sun off while you're working in the shop, and also I built a nice table out of the pipe. And it's pretty heavy, and I'm not a good welder, but somehow I got the job done. So all of a sudden Jan says, "Hey, I can use it as a greenhouse." No, I don't think so. So, didn't mean to be rude on that, but hey, I was happy I had this little canopy out of the old pipe. Well, a few days went by, and it's raining pretty hard. The wind's blowing pretty hard too, and I decided to put a tin roof on it. Liberty Fence was really good to help me out with this, so got a tin roof on it. What am I going to do next? Well, I want to put up the walls. Well, before I put up the walls, how much is that going to cost? What cheap material can I get to put up the walls? Then I said, well, I need a heater. I need to build a heater. But I said, I don't know. So as you can see, the roof here turned out pretty good. Yeah, I did put a stove in it. But building the stove was something else. But it worked out pretty good. So I built the stove next. Now, what am I going to do about the walls? That was the problem next. But I didn't want to spend a lot of money on the cheap batting cage frame. So I went to Home Depot to check things out, and Lowe's as well. We're really fortunate to have those two stores in our small community. So I started checking out the sidings and plywood and 2x4s, and I said, man, this is going to run into money. I don't want to spend that much money on this cheap thing. So kicked it around, and the prices. I already built the stove, and it's getting pretty close. It's getting pretty close. It's going to start getting cold pretty soon. So anyway, finally made a decision, and it happened by accident. And I can't believe I did it. I did this, but it worked out pretty good. Well, there it is. Get the walls up, and the wood is pallet wood. There's some tricks of taking it off. I'll do some videos later on about pallet wood, but I had no idea that I'd be working with pallet wood. The way it started, I started messing around, with the wood, burning it, and thought about buying some expensive wood panels and stuff, and started messing with the wood and realized I could make panels out of it, and it worked pretty good. And so I plan on putting tin on the wood, but time you heat the stove up in the winter time, it heats up really fast, and it stays very warm, as it is now. So it's pretty cool. I had no idea that I would build this out of a batting cage frame, old pipe, and it's just one thing led to another, just because of darn baseball. So if you have any desire how to learn how to make panels out of pallet wood, I'd be happy to tell you about it. A lot of nails, but there's a trick taking those nails out. Some will break, and all you have to do is use this device to take them out, and it works very well. Well, the old batting cage frame and turn into a little shop. Had no idea. She said, what are you going to do with the pipe? Yep, you build it and they will stay away. Yeah, you bet. They will stay away. I don't know. So, good old baseball. It's a great game. It really is. So, how many juice balls we have now in professional baseball? Well, don't know. So, there he is. Been all over the world, played baseball. Getting up very early in the morning, taking him down to Phoenix, playing scout ball. From Yarnell, Arizona, Baghdad, Arizona. Played a little baseball in Wickenburg, Little League. Then Sholo, Arizona. And then junior college. And then on to University of Missouri. Got drafted by the Rangers. And then he signed with them. And went from Lloyd ball to AAA ball really quick. Before you know it, he's in the majors and he's pitching. Does he have his chance to come back and play the majors? Oh, sure. His arm is in good shape. And now he's going for a winter ball down Venezuela. So, anyway, he's done very, very well for himself. He played, high school ball in the summertime for a guy named Ron Hunt. Ron made him lose a lot of weight, and that really helped him out. So, I would tell you the nickname they gave him in high school, but he would get mad at me. Yeah, he had a nickname. So, I guess we're better keep it in the family. So, and also I had no idea that he was going to set a major league record for the Texas Rangers. His first game for the Texas Rangers. Unreal. So, very proud of him. From batting cage frame to a shop. Wow.